How
I
is it?
have actually. I have to a couple of them, uh,
Oh,
and it's impressive, no doubt. I would definitely want to do it. Excellent, excellent. I was really, it was very in depth. I think it made me think in ways that I had not about my career and about uh, job applications. And a very structured approach. I appreciated the rigor that I went through and also the support I received from you and the team. So I would definitely grade it as excellent. And of course, the result took time, but I feel that is more because of the market that I am in and my current situation more than what the team had done. I'm sure if I was part of a hot sector, I would have got a job in 2 months. But this was a very cooling sector and a tough challenge. So, but we got over it. That's great. So initially, I think the video blew me away. The first video that Major Richie,
really?
the first one was something because I was in a crossroads. Nothing was working for me. It was 6 months and nothing's happening. That kind of frustration, and just didn't know how to go about it. And I think the minute someone showed me a structure and I was able to follow that structure and discipline, the discipline I think I do work on myself, but I don't know how to target that discipline. So I think that was something that really worked for me. And of course, there are a lot of things I didn't know. I have to admit, I just didn't know them. So I learned a lot.
Such
And
as? I would
like
love to know that.
like the way the CV is done, the car statement. Earlier I used to kind of go for more rather than the quality, which is being more verbose and the language and things. But it's actually the whole realization that this is all about the interview uh,
Hmm.
was something that struck me first because I was focusing more on the paper and the words and all that. So and I think the structure is something that really blew me away because I in the past I was just using the same one, maybe changing a couple of words, changing a couple of words here and there and doing the same CV. But here it really, really was very focused and very in depth. A lot of times when I applied to jobs, the employers said that we can't take you, but we really appreciate the amount of effort you put in into this application. So that was something I was not getting it, and I knew that that I was getting closer. I don't know how close, but it was getting closer than I was before. So, I mean, it all sounded like a near miss rather than an absolute miss with next job, procedures. And thought I got more confidence. And I said, if I keep going, I might just get some. So, yeah, definitely. These are a couple of things that I could pick up and uh, definitely start all over. I think there were a couple. One was, of course, the SWOT because it helped me think holistically rather than just what to apply for a job. So I was thinking on a macro level and then condensing the views and putting it down on paper and being able to really write a good CV. And then the networking was something which was phenomenal. Like on my own, I don't think the way Major has done it. Like there's so many reach outs that have to be done. I wouldn't have done that much
Oh,
on my
the 200 connections per
yeah
week.
yeah. So that really helped a lot. I think that changed a lot for me. And just suddenly there's nothing, and then there is just an explosion of messages and engagements, and uh, it really, really opened my eyes a lot.
Your LinkedIn
So,
is also very updated now,
yeah, LinkedIn also has,
very
uh,
engaging and all.
yes, it's definitely better than what it was, and I used the tips and the videos. I think even the theory, those theoretical papers, playbooks are quite helpful if you go over them again and again. And with no job, I think that's what I did a lot. Because I was wondering where have I gone wrong, and I was looking at some kind of validation on my thoughts, and it was very good to know that my thoughts were uh, not congruent with what was actually the theory, because what I was doing was not working at all. So yeah, it's good to know, and it's good to know that there's a theory of change and a theory which works as compared to what I had done, and it's a skill for life, right? So
True.
definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely, I can use this again properly. I think my gap was around the narrative because initially my CV looked like I had done a lot, but it also seemed like I'd done a lot of things at the same time and at once.
Hmm.
So it seemed like, okay, this guy is a generalist, and the targeting was getting very difficult. So and it was very verbose. So I think that the getting the condensing the views, making it more readable, being more approachable. I think the style that is used by the engagement GPT is phenomenal. In fact, I would want to continue with that particular style. It's very, very thoughtful. I've seen how people react to that style
Yeah.
vis-a-vis how I used to communicate. So yeah, I think there are these takeaways are definitely there for that. I think Windex is a great idea.
Yeah.
It's what should be done when markets like these exist. Of course, in better markets, you can do with the networking itself. But
Yes.
yeah, in this market, in Janagraha, I did two strategic notes, not Windex, but two strategic notes. One for the head, who I'm going to be reporting to, and one for a senior level guy, how I would approach the job. And of course, these were both GPTs and would have taken me a lot of time to do. So yeah, appreciative of that. And they were bang on. In fact, they were very, very, detailed. The person who I interviewed with in Trivandrum spoke about it also, and I'd studied both of them also. So it was something great. I think very good. I have been confident about my skills, but I had reached a place where I thought up to career khatam, because it was a setback for me to think that the contract would get extended, and it didn't. And this is something I want to be very off in the future as well. So I was left on the boat, basically, and not able to get back on the horse. Uh, Unfortunately, there were no bridging projects. They wanted me to stay, but there was nothing for them to give me.
Hmm.
And at that point, I think confidence was there, skills were there, but how do I market it in a declining market? I had no idea, and it was just getting tougher day by day because people were saying, "Oh, you're overqualified," or you're too old, things like that, and we should not be looking at such roles. We'll be looking at leadership roles, and I was not even getting junior level roles. So it was a difficult phase for sure.
Okay.
I think coaching for calls were great. It's always good to have someone on your side, and like you. And
Thank
it was felt that like in boxing you have a red corner and a blue corner. So it was good, like there was a team, and cheering you on, supporting you,
you.
coaching you, and it does help. I think the assurance that there is someone who's supporting is important in any stage, and I think not just in you. No, I think it was good. It was good that the way you articulated, uh, where I was, how I was going through
Yeah.
various phases of the process, where I was at with certain people and with certain companies.
Hmm.
Even now, seeing the offer stage, the advice, it offered me a lot of validation to my thought process, which a chat GPT or any AI will not give, right? So I think that is something, the human touch is important, and you provided that, and definitely were able to help me with content and substance. I need to think ahead. It's always good to have that second voice, human voice. I have actually. I have to a couple of them. Uh,
Oh,
and it's impressive, no doubt. I would definitely want to do it.